Alright, welcome back everyone to the Kez Invests YouTube channel. So today we're going to be talking about day trading and why it is a terrible idea. And I thought we'd start with some Reddit examples which I found on the subreddit day trading, as well as some on Wall Street Bets, which we'll get into later. So let's just have a look at this one to begin with. So I am down $70,000 from my portfolio high of 210k. That was just last week. I made a few good investments this year that made a lot of money, but now I've lost all of that profit. So he had 750 shares of Netflix, was in 12k of profit, which is pretty good, but it's now down 35k or 13%. Then he had 48 of Amazon. He was accumulating a little bit, and then the market dropped on Friday. So he's now down $8,000 or 9%. Let's have a look at another example. This doesn't read very well. Gone broke day trading volatile stocks. So feel like a total loser. Lost all my money day trading. Fortunately, I still have my savings. So that's good. So really the worst thing is how you feel like a loser when everybody out there is actually winning. Well, I'm not sure about that. So he went from $500 and made $5,000 in no more than a week, so that's incredible. Lost it all in 3 days. Gone down to $300 and then back at $3,000. And now he's left with nothing, no debt. Not sure what he means there, but I'm guessing nothing. But he's really tired and he's considering stopping because it's becoming too addictive. So I reached a point where I totally forgot that I'm using and losing actual money. So yes, this is really gambling. So let's look at another example. So dealing with large losses. I'd like to start by saying that 2019 was a really great year for me up until today. I basically gave everything I've made for the entire year back today, with the biggest loss I've ever had. Okay, so if we scroll down, I've just opened another tab with an interesting thread. So good to hear. Basically, did you have a stop loss, etc.? How can you lose 3 months worth of profit from one loss? So he was over leveraged, so at a ratio of 1 to 300, which is risky to say the least. So are you saying, so colon97 then says in response, are you saying you lost 100% of your account on one trade? And he says no, but he did manage to lose 170,000 of his $210,000 portfolio there. So yeah, he messed up. And then another thing I want to get onto is those people who have just started out. So obviously all of these guys have been doing it a little while. They've made some profits, as we saw, but then inevitably, because of the high risk, that turns into losses. So this guy is in my opinion, the classic day trader. So it started with 10,000 on the 20th of February. He's at 13,000 already. Meanwhile, I hear people saying you need years to learn this stuff. I traded penny and crypto stocks. Maybe I'm just smarter. Oh, maybe you are. But I also watched graphs and stocks go up and down for over a year and read a few articles. So that just kind of like summarizes it for me. Just arrogance, thinking they know more than everyone else. And someone I mean, I'm obviously not a day trader, but I do find this post quite funny. Keep trading, we'll get your money eventually. Mwahaha. Yeah, I think that basically sums up what is going to happen, to be honest. And then if we look at some portfolios just quickly, that doesn't look too healthy, does it? Apparently my $7,000 was not enough to fight the Fed. So he's referring to the Fed's, so the Federal Reserve's injection of cash, at $2 trillion. And he's managed to lose, I'm guessing he was shorting the American market. He's managed to lose 96% of his portfolio, so $11,133. But he's still got 464 left, so that's alright. You can do something with that. Buy some long-term stocks maybe. There's another guy who managed to lose $14,500, or 89% of his portfolio. And then we've got I think this guy he's kind of taking the piss a little bit here. At least you're young, boomers that probably sold me these options. So he's actually in a negative cash balance now of $158. He's down 100.38%. So he's obviously over leveraged. Or $41,600. So that's pretty extreme. So my point is, day trading is a terrible idea. I think it's general common sense to most people that over leveraging yourself and taking on massive amounts of risk based on price patterns, signals, etc., whatever it is probably not a good idea. So the reason day trading is not a good idea is because of how buying a stock actually works. So when you buy a stock, you'll notice that there is a higher bid or buy price, as we can see here, and a lower asking or sell price here. So the difference between these two prices is what is called the spread. So this is how your brokerage actually makes money. It profits from the spread, so whenever you buy or sell a stock. So therefore, if you buy and sell stocks frequently, such as a day trader, you'll end up incurring significant broker fees, which will then eat into your profits from exacerbate trading. So if you trade less often, these fees will of course be substantially lower, and that is the case if you're investing long term, because obviously you're only going to buy and sell the stock twice. So you're going to buy it once and sell it once, in theory, over a 5 or 10 year period. So these fees will of course be lower. So the second reason day trading is a terrible idea is fundamental research of a company is vital to reducing your investing risk, and day trading involves negligible, if not absolutely no research whatsoever. So fundamental research is the process of analysing a company's financial statements, understanding its core business, and then determining where future growth is likely to come from, in order to then determine whether you think the business is worth investing in. Well, guess what? Day traders do away with all of that crap and focus on the much more accurate price signals, which involve using graphs to determine if and when a stock is about to break out. In my opinion, honestly, I think I would rather just have a palm reader tell me what stocks I should be buying on that basis. So the third reason that day trading is a terrible idea is that lifestyle marketing is synonymous with day trading. So lifestyle marketing is a marketing technique where a product is branded and marketed such that it's perceived to possess aesthetics, ideals, and aspirations that the targeted audiences identify with. So I think we've all kind of seen those YouTube adverts where the guy with the Lamborghini in his garage talks about his clients making loads of money using his course. And if you purchase the same one, you'll one day also have a Lamborghini in your garage. Well, sorry to burst the bubble, but these guys make their money through the sales of their courses to the idiots who buy them, rather than through the actual day trading that they want to ram down your throat. Otherwise, and you have to kind of ask yourself, why would they need to heavily market their course with their now infamous Lamborghini garage ads? These guys realize that by selling a course, they have a highly scalable product that will generate them massive revenues whilst taking little risk compared with day trading. Now, I'm not saying that all online courses are therefore to be avoided, or even necessarily that some day trading courses don't have some merit, because there are genuinely some successful day traders out there, one of which we'll actually get onto later. But just make sure that you do a background check before purchasing any courses. I think those who have a genuine talent for trading and something to teach won't need to resort to lifestyle marketing, and instead will just show off their track record to potential clients. Now, the fourth reason day trading is a terrible idea is because it's expensive and time consuming to learn to day trade. If you can't stomach purchasing expensive courses and commit to spending countless hours learning how to analyze technical patterns and aren't prepared to sit at your computer every second of the trading period during the day, I wouldn't even bother beginning to think day trading is for you. So I actually watched a very interesting podcast by Nick of all people, where he interviews a former college student who managed to turn $27,000 into $5 million in a couple years of day trading. However, and here comes a few caveats, he said that he dedicated about 1 year of non-stop learning of how to use these specific patterns to become a relatively successful day trader. And even then, he himself warns in the video that if you're not willing to put in the time to learn how to spot and capitalize on these patterns, you will pretty much undoubtedly fail. So if we just take a look at Steven's profit and loss statement in the video, there were a lot of days he made good money, granted, but there were also days where he lost a lot of money. And I mean a lot of money. So there were a couple of days where he lost 35k, another day where he lost 39k. And you have to bear in mind that he's dedicated a lot of time to learning his techniques and perfecting them, and is a skilled professional at this. So I don't even want to imagine what it would be like for those who aren't as diligent and as experienced as Steven. And then I just want to play this clip where Ryan asks, so Nigihiga asks Steven about how he started out day trading and what the losses were like. And I think Steven gives a very insightful answer.
So when you were just getting started, I mean, assuming these people that are taking your courses and they're trying it for themselves, they're not going to be as good as you in the beginning, right? So you have to, I mean, I'm sure you've had a lot of losses, more so than now in the beginning. How were you able to convince yourself, like, I'm doing the right thing, you know? When those losses were happening.
So when the losses are happening, a lot of people, well, as a human nature, and when people take a loss, the instant reaction they will feel is, I want to make this money back. So when they...
Gambling addiction.
So when they want to make the money back, they will make emotional mistakes that will make them lose more money. That's how casino people lose money all the time.
Exactly,
So I think what we can take from that clip is that if you can't disconnect from your emotions and make rational decisions, despite losing potentially tens of thousands of dollars or at least a significant portion of your portfolio, whatever number that might be, you will continue to lose. And I think for a lot of people who consider going into day trading, they want to make money quickly and tend to be the kind of people who are more emotive and irrational, and the exact type who are not cut out to be day trading to begin with. And the fifth and final reason that I think day trading is a terrible idea is because it's stressful. So sitting at your desk all day, analysing patterns and throwing around a significant portion of your net worth like you've got nothing better to do will induce stress. So I am a long-term value investor myself, and I don't have to worry about what my stocks are doing whilst I'm on holiday or at dinner with my family, because I know I've bought stocks at what I consider to be intrinsic value, and I'm planning on holding them for a minimum of 5 years. So any short-term volatility really isn't going to bother me. The exact opposite is true for the day trader, and that is something I think most people do not want to have to deal with. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it's been insightful, and if you are considering day trading, you immediately stop. And I think that's all we've got time for. So on that note, I will see you in the next video. Peace.